Hi, this is Sonia, and I wanted to show you the last 2 weeks in my Moleskine weekly plus notebook planner, and also show how I set up a planner for work, or a notebook for work, I guess. The only difference in my Flex from previous videos is I put in a Moleskine Cahir instead of the Moleskine Volant that I had. It's a little bit thinner, so it cuts down on the bulk a little bit, but not much. And then I think maybe I might have switched the pens. I can't remember for sure. But anyway, this was this current week in my planner, and these two stickers are both from Walmart. This is the So Happy line, posted from Target, and then these two papers are from the Smash, they're just pages of, or books of papers that I ripped out and then attach in my planners with either the glue pen or washi tape. And then this is a rub-on from American Crafts. I wanted to point out a couple things that I do in my planner. Oh yeah, and feature last week, since I don't think I had completely finished decorating it when I did my video last week. So what I have been doing, it was suggested that I do some meal planning in my other book, but this is what I do. I usually just choose one, maybe two recipes that I want to cook. We usually don't need more than that because, you know, one night we have frozen pizza, and one night we might just have peanut butter and jelly. I think we did there. And then we're totally fine with eating leftovers. So I don't cook a lot. Other things, I do keep track of what we're eating here in pink for every day. And then other things that I do, I write down new words that my daughter says, or things that she's doing, so that I can transfer that to the baby book. And I've been doing that for the past 2 years in my book. And let's see, what else? If you see the little pencil marks here, I have been having a lot of back pain, so I was tracking how much pain I was in, but I think I've resolved that situation, so I stopped. Other things that I have done, and I don't do every week, but I try to pick out some of my Pinterest pins to make or do each week, and sometimes I just put them on my to-do list, and sometimes I put them on a separate post-it, and sometimes in Pinterest I just repin them onto a board called This Week or Now or something. That way I don't feel like I'm just hoarding all my pins. I'm actually using them to do something. And let's see, oh, this card I wrote my husband's Father's Day gifts just so I didn't overbuy or underbuy, and then I remembered where they all were when I have to go find them tomorrow. So anyway, that's pretty much how I've set up the last 2 weeks in my planner. So when I started using this, I don't know, a month or a couple weeks ago, I really loved it. I am definitely a bound planner kind of girl, and I have been since high school. In high school and college, I used to print out my planner and design and print it out and then take it to Office Max or whatever and get it bound. And I decorated them as well, usually with magazine papers that I glue on like collages. So I really like the bound style, but I really have enjoyed watching people decorate their ring style and move things around. So I've ordered a ringed Filofax that should arrive next week. But in the meantime, I really like the bound style, and I knew that I wanted to use that for work. So I had thought about getting another Flex for my work notebook. I don't need a planner at all because I use Outlook. I just need something for my book that I can keep track of meeting notes and to-dos and things like that. So I had thought about getting the purple lizard Flex, but I'm not sure. It's kind of expensive for what is basically just a notebook holder. But in the meantime, this is what I found. It's a Franklin Covey, and it's a Franklin Covey weekly planner. But what I did was and it feels nice. It's, you know, fake leather or something like that, I don't know. But I totally took out the planner and don't intend to use it at all. Like I said, I just use Outlook at work. And then I have a pink notebook at work because I stay with the pink and black theme, if you hadn't noticed. And I pretty much have it set up exactly like my personal notebook. in that on the right side of both I have my papers that I use to keep track of things, and then the only difference is in one of the card slots I have some cash in case I'm in a meeting and need to go buy a soda machine or to the cafeteria or something like that, because I don't carry my purse around at work. And then in the side pockets here, there's 3 full pockets that go the length of it, and in there I took one of the moleskin address books and I use it the same as I use my jot pad in my personal Flex, where I keep all my flags and post-it notes, just a couple of each. I did the same thing here, so I have just a couple each of some of my flags and post-it notes, and then they're always with me wherever I am. And like I said, I think my 3rd time now, I use everything in Outlook at work, but I wanted to have just a quick calendar to reference, oh, you know, let's meet next Tuesday. What's the date of next Tuesday? Nobody has Outlook in the meetings, but now I'll be able to know when the dates are and when holidays are that we're going to be closed. And then in the 3rd one, I just keep a couple sheets of paper, just I don't know, in case I want to take notes that aren't in my notebook. My notebook stays at work, so I don't have it home with me, but I did mock up this notebook just to show you how I use it. I have a little Hello Kitty paper clip that shows a section that I refer to almost every day, and then similar to my home color scheme, I have the yellow tab to indicate a notes section, which is the same in my personal Flex. And then the green section in my personal Flex refers to the monthly vertical in the moleskin, and I use that for the weekly in my work notebook. And what I do is just at the beginning of the week, I write week of, so like I said, this is just a mock-up, week of 3 June, and then I write my to-dos. So I usually just use a pink and black pen at work, not for any kind of color coding, just because I enjoy using pink and black. And then I write things that need to be done that week, but not necessarily on a particular day, and cross them out as I go. I keep a Hello Kitty post-it note where I write personal things, maybe if I'm in a meeting, and then when I get home, when I get back to my desk, I transfer them to my personal Flex. And then the only thing that I color code is in purple. I usually have one little sticky note here, and I write down all the questions from my boss, and that way when I see her, I can just run through all my questions, because I only see her a couple times a week. And then on another page, I have my daily to-dos, and I write the date and then all my to-dos for that day, and I'll look at the week and see if I can take care of any of those on a particular day. And then if I go into meetings, I take my meetings and I put a block around them, and then I continue on. And usually when I'm sitting at my desk, I have it open to this, and I'm crossing things off as I go. And sometimes I get 2 or 3 pages between the daily page and the weekly page, so I use this magnetic paper clip so that I can quickly just flip between the sections. And then I use post-it notes and flags throughout. And then in the back I've got a couple more stickers, and it's got a pen loop. So this has really met my needs for my work notebook. I love it. It doesn't come home with me, it stays at work. So I just have my Flex that comes in my purse, my personal Flex that comes in my purse home with me, and then this is my notebook that stays at work. So that is how I use them together and set them up similarly. And thanks for watching.